For 8 straight years, the Toyota RAV4 has been America's best-selling crossover, nearly 500,000 units in 2024 alone. But here's what just changed everything. The 2026 RAV4 is going hybrid only. No gas engines, no compromises. This isn't just an update. It's a complete reimagining of the vehicle that America's families trust most. And today, we're putting it through everything. We're testing both hybrid powertrains. We're taking it off-road. And we're answering the question everyone's asking. Can a crossover truly do it all? Stay with us. Let's talk power. Toyota is offering 2 completely different hybrid systems, and they couldn't be more opposite in approach. First, the standard hybrid. This is the smart choice for everyday drivers. A 2.5-liter 4-cylinder paired with electric motors and a compact battery. In front-wheel drive, you're looking at 226 horsepower. Go all-wheel drive, and that jumps to 236. Real-world EPA numbers, 41 miles per gallon in the city, 36 on the highway. For a vehicle this size, that's genuinely impressive. But if you want serious performance, there's the plug-in hybrid. And this is where things get wild. A 2.5-liter engine, 2 electric motors up front, a third dedicated motor in the rear, and, this is crucial, a massive 22.7 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery. The result? 320 peak horsepower, 50 miles of all-electric range. That's a full week of commuting without touching a drop of gas for most Americans. The numbers tell the story. 42 miles per gallon in the city, 35 on the highway, plus 50 miles of pure electric driving. Charge it once overnight, and you've got everything you need for a week. And here's the kicker. Plug-in models get fast charging, 10 to 80% in just 30 minutes. These are exclusively all-wheel drive. Toyota split the 2026 RAV4 into 3 distinct categories, and each tells a different story about who you are. The core lineup is where practicality reigns. LE, XLE, and limited trims. These are the vehicles your neighbors own, the ones that show up for soccer practice and road trips without fuss. The Limited sits at the top here, and it comes with a completely reimagined interior. That new infotainment system, it's called Aren, and it's Toyota's biggest software jump in years. The standard unit is 10.5 inches. Upper trims get a 12.9-inch display with graphics that actually look modern. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across the board. Voice recognition has been completely overhauled. It's faster, smarter, and understands natural language better than ever before. Every RAV4 now has a digital gauge cluster. It's fully customizable. You want to display your fuel economy? Done. Energy flow from the hybrid system? Done. Navigation? Done. It adapts to how you actually drive, but it's the little touches that matter. The gear selector isn't a traditional stick. It's a lever that moves back and forth. The storage bin flips both directions, giving both driver and passenger access. These are small details, but they add up to a vehicle that feels thoughtfully designed. Next is the rugged lineup. This is where adventure calls. The Woodland Edition. And this is where the RAV4 starts showing its teeth. Beefier fender flares. Aggressive headlight treatment. Rigid fog lights. All-terrain tires on larger wheels. This trim only comes with all-wheel drive, but you can choose either hybrid system, even the 320 horsepower plug-in. The synthetic leather throughout the cabin has orange accents that tie the whole outdoor aesthetic together. Second-row vents, 2 USB-C power outlets, heated front seats, a heated steering wheel. This is a vehicle designed for the Friday to Sunday adventurer who wants genuine capability. Finally, the sport lineup. SE, XSE, and the GR Sport, Toyota's first performance RAV4. The GR Sport is dropped to 7.5 inches of ground clearance. It's the lowest RAV4 ever built. Alcantara-wrapped steering wheel with paddle shifters, super supportive sport seats. A proper shift lever because enthusiasts demand it. It still gets that large 12.9-inch screen, the digital gauge cluster. But here, there's no sunroof. Toyota removed it to keep weight down. That's serious commitment to performance. All models come with power liftgates. All come with trail modes. All come with that rear electric traction motor. 89 pound-feet of torque in the back, instantly deployed when you need it. Here's what matters when you actually own one of these. Does it work? The cargo area with seats folded is 70.4 cubic feet on standard hybrids. You lose just 5 cubic feet with the plug-in, and that's only because of supporting electronics, not battery placement. It's completely flat. You can actually sleep in this vehicle. There's a light in the cargo area. An accordion pattern keeps the mud mat and seat protector organized. Lights, power, under the floor, an actual temporary spare tire, not a plug kit, not an aerosol can, a real spare, plus chainstays and a 4-pin trailer connector standard on the Woodland and above. Towing capacity for most all-wheel drive models is 3,500 pounds. That's enough for most trailers, most boats, most weekend adventures. The wheel and tire combination is a Dunlop Grand Trek all-terrain, mud and snow rated. These are semi-aggressive for a mainstream crossover. They're not 3-peak rated, so extreme snow requires caution, but that bigger sidewall is exactly what you want for dirt roads and rough terrain. Recovery points on each side, a 2-inch hitch connector. Everything is thought through. The interior, heated seats in the front, heated steering wheel. That's the practical stuff, the comfortable stuff. The stuff that makes winter driving something you don't dread. Toyota's Safety Sense 4.0 comes standard. Adaptive cruise control that tracks lane markings perfectly. Collision mitigation, blind spot warning. The system is subtle. It doesn't take over, it assists. Hands-on driving is still the requirement, which is exactly what drivers want. Road noise is minimal for the class. Yes, the roof racks generate some wind noise, but you can remove them for better fuel economy. The all-terrain tires produce a slight rumble, but nothing alarming. So how does it actually drive? On the highway at 65 miles per hour, it's composed. The seats are well bolstered. The steering feel is responsive without being twitchy. The synthetic leather is genuinely nice, stitched properly, designed thoughtfully. When you accelerate, the all-wheel drive system engages almost instantly. From a standstill, maximum power goes to that rear traction motor. At speed, during a passing maneuver, it adds just enough rear power to stabilize and accelerate smoothly. Here's what's important. This isn't a full-time all-wheel drive system, it's a traction motor. It uses open differentials front and back, with electronic braking that shifts power to wheels with grip. There's no parasitic loss. No constant drag. This is why the RAV4 achieves such remarkable fuel economy while still delivering all-wheel drive confidence. Compared to true all-wheel drive systems like you'd find in a Subaru, the RAV4 is slightly different in feel, but modern systems have become so electronically responsive that the difference hardly matters in real driving. That rear motor kicks in instantly. There's no waiting, no delay. The new voice recognition system is noticeably improved. It understands natural language. It works with ambient highway noise. Commands are quick and accurate. It's not perfect, but it's genuinely useful. The adaptive cruise control keeps you centered in your lane with zero steering input required. You can feel the system making tiny corrections. It's smooth. It's confident. This is technology that actually makes driving easier. Toyota set up an actual off-road course to test capability. And here's what matters. This vehicle isn't pretending to be a Jeep or a specialized off-road machine. It's a crossover with legitimate trail capability. In trail mode, the all-wheel drive system optimizes for maximum grip. The trail camera shows exact wheel positioning and terrain beneath the hood. The system applies power intelligently to each wheel based on where traction exists. In sand, maximum power to the rear motor gets you out without drama. On undulating terrain with wheels lifting off the ground, electronic braking instantly sends power to whichever wheel has grip. You stay climbing, you stay moving. Hill descent control works as it should, applying brakes to keep you tracking straight when descending. It's not a full crawl control system with power management, but it's more than adequate for the target audience. The trail camera is borrowed from the 4Runner. The same. Excellent camera. And it removes all guesswork about what's directly in front. When you can't see over the hood, you see everything on screen. One criticism: there's no front skid plate. For a vehicle competing in the off-road crossover space, that seems like an oversight. Hopefully Toyota offers that as an option, or the aftermarket fills the gap. What becomes clear is that this vehicle will handle what most buyers will throw at it. Washed-out roads after floods, dirt roads to vacation rentals, mountain trails to ski slopes. This vehicle does all of it. The 2026 Toyota RAV4 isn't revolutionary, it's evolutionary. Toyota took what worked, the incredibly popular hybrid powertrain, the trusted reliability, the practical design, and refined everything. It's a vehicle that genuinely does it all. Commutes on electric power, tackles trails with confidence, delivers fuel economy that saves thousands per year, carries your family, tows what you need towed. The RAV4 earned 8 years as America's best-selling crossover for a reason. The 2026 model just proved why that streak isn't ending anytime soon. But here's the real question. If you had to choose between the standard hybrid and the plug-in hybrid for your lifestyle, which one wins? The efficiency or the performance? Drop your answer in the comments. We read every single one. If this video showed you exactly why the RAV4 has dominated the market for nearly a decade, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for the latest vehicle reviews and real-world testing. Your perfect crossover is out there, and now you know exactly what to look for. See you in the next video.